So, okay, I'm like laying in bed. Sorry for the darkness. I try to get some light in here. But I'm like bad headache, bordering migraine, sinuses, allergies, and all that going on. And like, I was going through something, and somehow I ended up on YouTube watching a video on Southern accents, and there are videos to teach you how to speak Southern. And I'm like, I already speak Southern. And why are we focusing on the R words after the vowels? Like, the guy, apparently he's good, so people like him in his tutorial videos. But he was reading a passage, and I was like, okay, great. We could say Charleston, short order cook, mermaid. And then I went down to the comments, and I was like, sorry, my phone just switched on me there. And I was like, okay, read the comments. And they're like, hey, you know, if you speed up a Southern accent, it sounds British. And I'm like, hey, of course it does. Not really. It's Old British, which the British aren't even using anymore. I mean, and if you really want British, Old British, you go to Old English. Go to the mountains, Virginia, North Carolina, Kentucky, and back in the holler and over whatever there. And you will get some true Old English. I'm talking about old with the E at the end. So, Old English, New English, American English, Southern English, and I just blurred my words there together. I am so sorry. And my phone keeps turning on me. So, I did not know that the Southern accent was a thing people tried to harness. I don't try to harness the Northern accent, the Western accent, the Texas accent. Yeah, Texas has its own accent, y'all. I ain't even no lie there. It's just, you want anything, it's just Texas accent, Texas anything. It's just not even, don't even fall in the United States. It's just Texas. I did it again. And I should know, I've got family in Texas, and they like the way I say certain words. And for some reason, they want me to say Georgia instead of Georgia. Which is weird all on its own, because I never say Georgia. It's always been Georgia. And I blame TV, movies, whatever, that make people think we're slow. I mean, granted, my brain ain't working right now, but I do say y'all, and I will do the hey y'all, you know, deal. Be like, hey y'all, come on in for some sweet tea if you want. Let's just sit for a spell. Yeah, I talk like that. And I am backwoods country, according to some co-workers in a college town. I didn't even know I was backwoods country. I knew I was country. I didn't know I was backwoods country. But apparently, according to the cityfied members of this town, I can't, excuse me, I can't even call a city because it's just like a small town, but it's a college town, so there's like more people in it than my town, and well, whatever. Not that y'all wanted to know any of this, but if you ever want if you ever want an educational video on how to speak Southern, I suggest to actually just watch Southern people talk instead of trying to let us teach you, because when we try to teach something, we try to do it correctly in a language you would understand. Like Southern's a different language. Yeah, we're so Southern down here. We got our own language. We might have our own words. And I have the tendency to have used the words wash instead of wash, but flyer instead of flower. I could go on. And I've got my own little speech thingies. Like, my parents accuse me of harshing the G's at the end of my words, which I never really knew was a problem until they pointed it out. So I will say stuff like sing, wrong, caring. I will pronounce the G in there like guh, and I'm like, gaw. Really? Is it really that much of a issue? And funny story, 3rd grade, y'all. 3rd grade. I had to go to a speech class because my mother would say purdy. And I didn't think nothing about it. So, technically, I said purdy instead of pretty. The young girl was very pretty in that dress. Okay, apparently, purdy does not count it as a word. So, you can't say purdy in school and get away with it, even in the South. So, I had to go to a speech impediment class for a while to learn to say words correctly. And I still don't say words correctly. Like, although I don't use purdy. That was drilled in my head and then back out the other side somewhere. So, it's now pretty, 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 pretty. I don't know how pretty that is, but there you have it. My phone keeps flipping, so I don't know how this video is going to look. I'm so sorry. My phone has a mind of its own. Yeah, so that's pretty much my rant on how to speak Southern. If you really want to learn to speak Southern, just listen to a Southern person, whether it be a lady or a gentleman. Of course, we use thank you, yes sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, you're welcome. And of course, we use bless your heart, which I find myself using that a lot lately. Like, incident. Somebody looked at an image that was clearly, a sci-fi thing. Well, I can't even call it sci-fi. A geek thing. I can't even know. It's just a dang movie. It's a movie, for crying out loud. Okay, so I'm like, sci-fi geek, crazy gamer wife type thing. Anyway, it was no, it was a sun visor for my car. I had to think there for a second. And it was Star Wars. It had Han Solo, Chewie, Luke, whatever. And so it made them look like they were sitting in my window. So, person walks by my car and's like, hey, yeah, I would never have Lord of the Rings in my window. I'm like, first off, it's a windshield. It's the front windshield. Second, it's Star Wars. How do you confuse Star Wars with Lord of the Rings? Whole nother topic, whole nother story. I'm not even going to get into that. She says, oh, it's just all the same. No, it is not the same. No. No. It's a... Woo. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whole nother topic. Whole nother story. I'm gonna end this rant. I don't even know how this is gonna end. But there you go. I'm going to lay here and binge watch Vampire Diaries. And, peace out, ciao, talk to y'all later. Yeah, bye.